Holy shit. Okay, so I apologize for the late video about the subject matter. I was going to do it yet last night, but by the time I got home yesterday afternoon, I was just so done. I had walked so many steps at work. My legs were dead tired. I just was not in the mood. Some pretty shocking shit happened over by Russia. And if you guys don't know, there was a massive earthquake. And now a lot of people are being warned. Oh, man. A lot of people on the West Coast are being warned right now that there are going to be potential tsunamis due to this earthquake. That is terrifying. That is actually genuinely terrifying. I'm looking at images right now. I'm catching up on the information myself as we're doing this because this is the first thing I wanted to look at when I woke up this morning. Oh, man. This is an earthquake of an 8.8. An 8.8 magnitude earthquake. Certainly not something I was expecting. I don't think anybody was. Fucking hell. What is next with this year, man? Like, seriously, what is absolutely next? Though it does sound like some positivity is coming from this right now. Apparently, it's lifted a lot of the tsunami alerts, is what apparently I'm reading right now and what I'm seeing. Still, obviously, I wouldn't not let anybody over on the West Coast, like, don't just sit back and relax, right? Like, this is still, I would say, something you should obviously keep in the back of your mind that this actually did happen. And if anything were to start happening, get the fuck out while you absolutely can, because these tsunamis are not something to be trifled with. This is something you do not want to underestimate in the slightest. Coastal surges hit California on Wednesday morning after an 8.8 magnitude earthquake, one of the largest ever recorded, prompted tsunami warnings and evacuations on both sides of the Pacific Ocean. There were no immediate reports of major damage or casualties. However, the officials in Hawaii, parts of Southern California, and some Pacific nations eased their warnings hour after the first waves hit. So I'm assuming they actually were getting some pretty decent waves in, and then once they stopped, they decided to ease it a little bit. I gotcha. The National Weather Service said Wednesday morning that coastal areas of Los Angeles, San Diego, Orange, and Ventura counties were no longer under tsunami advisory, and across much of the Pacific, the destructive tsunami waves that have been feared did not immediately materialize. Well, that's at least good news. Okay, so most of the things that were probably predicting that were going to happen after this 8.8 magnitude earthquake did not actually happen. Okay, well that's at least comforting to know because I'm from the West Coast. I am from Washington State, so obviously I have family over there. I have friends. I have people that I have not seen in a long time. That my and when I say that we were very close, we were not far from the Pacific Ocean. I was normally from Stanwood, Washington, which Seattle wasn't even that far from us. So I mean, it's genuinely something that is alarming for sure. Uh, and I know people in other states around that area too.
Live picture yet again, though, off the coast of Honolulu. And so remember, we brought you that news from the Hawaii Emergency Management Authority and Governor Josh Green there in Hawaii, saying that in about 30 minutes' time, all sirens will sound there in Hawaii. And that the first wave of this tsunami they're expecting, wave impact in about a little under 2 hours at 7:10 p.m. local time. So Hawaii under evacuation right now, sirens blaring there in Honolulu as residents were urged to higher ground. Now remember, other tsunami warnings, the National Tsunami Warning Center based in Alaska issued a tsunami advisory for parts of California, Oregon, and Washington. This was an 8.8 magnitude earthquake here. Let's get back, though, to our friends at Fox Weather, including there Steve Bender. He joined.
Kind of wonder what's the biggest earthquake recorded? 9.5 magnitude earthquake was the biggest one ever recorded, and that was in Chile of May 22nd of 1960. This was an 8.8. This was not far off. Oh my fuck, dude. Okay, so it sounds like they're all rebounding their tsunami warnings. It sounds like it's dying off. This is not going to more than likely stick around. It sounds like it's calming down a bit. So, obviously, not nearly as bad as I was expecting. Don't get me wrong, the magnitude of the earthquake was obviously devastating. I'm sure there was a lot of damage over in Russia and quite a other areas, but as for the tsunami stuff, which was what we were concerned about, the tsunami, the aftermath of what was to come after that earthquake, it sounds like it's subsided quite a bit. Again, I come from that part of the United States. So I think I can speak for all of us here when I say that I think a lot of us are probably pretty fucking relieved to hear that a lot of this stuff has subsided. We're not going to have to sit here and worry about the tsunami aftermath. Like that was probably the biggest thing was like these tsunamis are devastating. These things can, I mean, look what happened in Texas recently. It wasn't even a tsunami, but like that, the flooding in Texas, how much damage that did and how many lives it's ruined. Last thing we really needed right now was like fucking another tsunami or to come in and just devastate the West Coast. Like that would have been just horrific. Not saying anybody or everybody should like obviously put this in the back of your mind. This happened recently, just be cautious of it at least. But to hear that they're taking down the warnings and stuff is massively relieving to hear. Let me know what you think in the comments section. If there's anything I missed about this earthquake, let me know. I would really appreciate it. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'll catch you all in the next one. Reactions are coming. I just been busy with work these past couple days. It's the 2 days I work, so unfortunately there's not much I can do about that. But let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you all in the next one. Do take care.
Reactions are nothing new. However, there is one man on a mission who wants to prove the world a fakery. He used to follow all these paranormal shows. Now he's had enough. He is done. Dark thoughts is throwing down. Coming after all these paranormal clowns. He is watching, not letting them get away. All these fakers, they're gonna have to pay. Chicago's is throwing down, coming after all these paranormal clowns. He's watching, not letting get away. All his fake stars, tearing the fakers apart. Lead with his heart, no one dare tell him catch me yet, because Jacobs has your back. Jacobs has your back. Cuts is throwing down.